Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Good morning. Oh my goodness, it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. I'm colorful today. Yes, I am. I purposely did not don this little bonnet during the month of June because I don't believe I'm ever going to just celebrate the Rainbow Coalition in June. I'm going to do it all the time. What have I been thinking? Plus, it matches my shirt. Good morning and welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm so excited. I'm glad to be here with you and you and you and you. Hey, anybody out there old enough to remember Romper Room? Do you remember how the woman used to pick up that thing and she'd be looking in it like this and go, I see Bonnie and Mikey. And I always used to sit there waiting for her to say my name. And I'm still waiting. But I know your name because we are here every day, Monday through Friday, fulfilling one of the greatest promises available. That one, the only one that guarantees that when we come together, two or more, with the same heart set, mindset, soul set, you know what happens. Something spectacular happens. Magic happens. And today is no different. We've got all four of them today, y'all. They're busy people. Lots going on in all their lives, just like with all of us. But today we have our four experts back, and I'm so excited. I love this day every month. I look so forward to it. We have Tracy Randolph here today with much to report. She's been out traveling, speaking all over the place since last month. Tracy Randolph, the reset coach. You see, I'm shaking my head. You know who I'm going to talk about, the Oracle, Dominique Rivera. Lord knows where she's at. She could be on some planet somewhere right now, for all I know. But she's here, and that's all that matters. Traveling. I should start calling her the Phenom Nomad because she's out there. We're going to hear all about it. Jamie, always naked, showing her titties. Badass Lane is here. You see how many rings I had to give the bell on that? I love that. Get ready, because she's going to be smoking her weed and doing her thing, and we love it. And then we got our little baby, our little Timmy Tim, Chung. He's here. Tim Chung, the mindset coach, the happiness guru, I call it. He's here. He always makes me smile, and you're here. So that completes, me. That completes it, right? Share this broadcast out right now. Don't you wait. It's free. It's painless. Bring somebody in. There's a blessing here. And seriously, we want to make sure we bless others exactly how we want to be blessed. So send it out. Invite somebody. You might be surprised. Now, today, real quick, say hello to my psychic, Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. New mug I got for my birthday, full of her pictures. And I'm so excited. I'm shaking. I love it. I bought this for myself. Yes, Lucy. Oh, come here. Oh. Okay. Lucy's in the house. I love it. And the bell of purpose, which is going to ring every time there's some truth out there. It's not a show gimmick. It's not a prop. It is an opportunity, more or less, a reminder that no matter how busy we get, no matter how distracted we become, we should never miss the truth. Back that thing up and take some of that truth with you. You will be glad you did. Can I get an amen? Well, already. I am off tomorrow and Friday. There'll be reruns playing, just letting you know, because I'm headed out. Boom, 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 boom. Where am I going? I'm going to Cincinnati. Cincinnati, Ohio. Here I come. Yeah, that's right. Headed out to start shooting, start filming the TV series Heathen. Pray for me. Never done it, but who cares? A lot of stuff I've never done until I did it, right? So I want to say something. Today we're going to start off with our experts talking about just a group chat about resilience. I told you guys yesterday it was the word of the week. Resilient. Are you resilient? Do you know what it means? I think a rubber band is resilient. Stretch, pull, let go. Boom, boom, boom. But what about us? Our spirit, our soul, everything that it takes to bounce back, right? So I'm going to bring in our experts. We're going to watch a little clip I found that's very touching, in my opinion, about resilience. Then we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk with each one of the experts individually to find out what they brought from their world into our world. So put your hearts into this conversation today. Put some hearts on the screen, because guess what? Here they come, all four of them. Here come our experts. Ooh. Good morning, experts. How are you?
Happy morning.
Good morning to you all. Well. Look who's down in that corner. Hi, Tim Chung.
Hi.
He's like our little boy. He's our little brother.
Yeah.
How are you, Tim? How you been? You've been working.
Yep. I've been good. I've been great. Fantastic.
You are? Did
Yeah.
you just wake up?
Kinda like an hour ago. Did a little morning routine, kind of slowly start stretching, did a bit of stuff, and I'm here with you guys.
And we're so happy to see you. We miss you. Where in the world are you? We know you travel with work a lot. Where are you this time?
Yeah, I'm in Champaign right now.
You're drinking champagne a little early to be drinking?
It's okay. Add some orange juice in it. It's a breakfast drink.
And just one big party, because we know Jamie ain't drinking. Anyway.
But Champaign, Illinois. So
the town.
Central Illinois.
Champaign, Illinois. Okay. Everything's
in there.
Okay. So how's everything been with you since last month, Tim?
Wow. There's been a lot of clarity, a lot of planning, and just very expansive. I've been just working and doing a lot of stuff. Working on myself, working with my people, leading, and I've been taking my leadership to a new level. So that's exciting.
Oh, well, in your segment, We'd love to hear a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Jamie, I'm every effing thing.
Well, I couldn't put the "you" because then it would be a real word, and I have to respect daytime television, I guess.
Oh, like my where's that book? This.
Yeah, I was trying to respect you, Lauren.
That's so funny. You were here when I wrote this. I found this. I love this. Did you guys see this, experts? I found this when I was somewhere. Go the fuck to sleep. You want to hear
Is that
one?
a kid's book?
It is, yeah. And I was just telling people, well, I love this because Jamie has a book coming out that has a nasty word in the, well, who says it's nasty? It has a word. That's
Thank you.
right. And we were figuring out how she's going to, So anyway, here's one little ditty from this. The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have lain down with the sheep. You're cozy and warm in your bed, my dear. Please go the fuck to sleep. So
that's my kind of book.
I know. It's the kind of thing I'll lay out when we have a party or something for people to. Okay. I gotta save her for last. Tracy Randolph, how are you?
Yeah.
Great.
I am great. Thank you very much.
You know what I'm laughing about? I made a comment on your page about that page boy.
Oh,
that's the grandmama hair you were talking about?
Yes. Horrible.
I love this look.
Oh, well, this is my hair.
That's what I'm saying. I love this look.
Thanks.
Wow, imagine that natural look on Tracy.
It's just straightened because my hair is curly, but yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
You were on the road recently speaking in Florida. How'd that go?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. As you know, because I told you, but everything leading up to the actual event was amazing. And so many things happened that probably most people would have freaked out on. And I was like, God is covering me and he's just giving me so much. He sent me like these different people just to cover me throughout this whole experience. So it was great. I can't wait to talk about it.
Oh, and we can't wait to hear. And then last but certainly not least, y'all know the Oracle of Apollo. How are you, Oracle?
I am doing fantastic, and I love today's topic of resilience. I feel like I've been resilient just getting to where I am at in this exact moment. Where in the world is Oracle?
Well, where are you?
Today I am in Conway, South Carolina.
Oh, Conway. Okay. And what are you doing?
So I have been traveling, and actually I was offered a position as a showrunner for a new show that's in development for Food Forest Abundance. It's going to be about permaculture and not just sustainability, but rejuvenation of our plants and our plant friends. So I'm super excited to do something so close to my heart.
Wow. And when you left your home with everything packed in the car a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, you had no idea about this opportunity, huh?
No, I didn't. Basically, I'm living out of a Mini Cooper right now, so I don't even have a trunk. So my whole life's in the back seat right now.
Look at that! You drove right into some purpose.
Sure did.
That's awesome. We hope to hear more about it during your segment. So, experts, you heard me say that the word of the week I announced at the front end is resilience, and since this is the last live show of the week, I thought we'd start by all just throwing it out there. And I found this little ditty that I like, and it's weird because it was on YouTube, but it's an Instagram clip, and you can't hit the start button. So when you scroll, it starts. So it's kind of weird to load up, but I'm gonna do my best. Let's take a look at it. Here it is. Okay, how you do it? Okay, and now why is it doing that? Uh-oh.
Here.
Excuse me, hold on. My internet looks like it's doing the red thing for a second.
Whatever you're going through today, if you just close your eyes and feel your heartbeat, you will realize that it is the same heartbeat that has always been there. It is the same heartbeat no matter whether you are feeling sad or happy, angry or calm. It is the same heartbeat regardless of your gender, your race, your religion, your job, social status, or sexuality. Whatever that you're going through today, Let your heartbeat remind you that inside you, there's always life, there's always an intelligence, and always love. This is what true resilience is about. It is not about enduring or fighting. True resilience is rooted in a deep knowing that no matter what happens, there is a light in you that can never be taken away.
That is so powerful. That short little clip, I was tearing up. Did anybody get chills during that? I did, because a lot of us think that resilience is, like that. When I was a kid, they had those bouncy things like Bozo. You punch it, it'll go down and pop back up. But I love that definition. Let's throw it out there. Who wants to go first? Tracy, you're at the top next to me on the screen. Go ahead. So, what's it mean to you?
Well, I always thought of it as that pop thing too, because of just the way I was raised and what I saw. That word for me describing my mother, that's been the word probably pretty much all my adult life. I didn't really recognize it as a child, but it was always that pop because she always came up, seeming stronger. And she always came up with a smile too. And she always came up still loving everybody out of all that she had been through, from the abuse to a lot of just illness. And that's that word I've been describing her as, but it was more of a punch to me just because of what I saw, but just a beautiful punch though, not anything negative. It was just more like, wow, look at the strength of my mother and how she comes out of everything, and she still comes out with a smile, puts her lipstick on and still smiles. So that's what it means to me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Last thing. Do you consider yourself a resilient person?
Absolutely. And I'll tell you why in my story from that weekend when I went away, but absolutely.
Awesome. Oracle, you're up.
I've always, well, I can't say always, I don't like to use that word. I've recently, in the last few years, come to describe resilience as like the tarot card strength, which is a woman and she's holding a lion's mouth open and she's not forcing it open. It's very gentle, it's very kind, it's like an embrace. It's the recognition of like that heartbeat, that mama, like Pachamama, which is Earth Mother, Mother Gaia. We're intrinsically connected to all of those things. And as long as we have that breath, as long as we have even the softest of beat, I remember being nonverbal, being bedridden, and resilience to me in that moment was just potentially sit up. Even though it was just a soft motion, it wasn't a pow, it was a soft motion. But if I could just do that one thing, even ever so gently, with kindness and grace, then I am resilient. So for me, that's what that means.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, thank you for that. But I'm going to tell you, some of you may not know this, but just prior to Oracle getting in her Mini Cooper and taking off for destinations unknown, you hadn't been on the road. You hadn't been driving, period.
9 years. 9 years.
9 years.
Yeah, my license was taken away medically for medical reasons.
And then you get it back and you pop back up, jump in the car, and get on the road.
I know. My car has been sitting for years, and it's a 20-year-old car. So pray for me, y'all.
Wow, that to me is resilience.
Yeah.
Jamie, what say you?
That is a word I don't think about. It's so funny when you said it, because I don't use it. I don't say it. I don't, it doesn't occur to me, which is interesting, because like you said, I think a lot of people think of that word as, oh, we bounced back, we got up and we fought and fought and fought. And the only thing I could think of was, I don't want to be resilient. I don't want to have to be. I want to be able to go. And I guess resilience doesn't have to be this huge production. It's every single day. Anybody can choose one thing a day to crawl right back into their bed and never come out, right? We can all find a reason. And we don't do that, right? It's because we're mentally well for the most part. We know how to make these love-based decisions. So I don't think about the word. And I wonder if we just intuitively lived day by day, moment by moment, without the trash talk and harshness, we can go smoothly. We don't, and we can just resilience is just a natural thing we do every day to live. We don't have to make it this word, this thing.
That's great big production.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. What about you, mindset coach Tim Chung?
Yeah, I think of the flow of life, frequencies, how there's always that with sound, with ourselves, with our heartbeat, how there's the up and down, up and down, up and down. And as long as our heart is beating and we are in the down in our weakest moments, what resilience means to me is that we're able to still know that we're still here. There's still opportunity. And we get to bounce back harder and louder than we've ever gone. And it's needed for that.
Absolutely right, Tim. And I think your viewpoint is probably the closest so far on what I've heard to mine. And that's what I loved about that piece. It makes it so easy because I believe purpose and what we ascribe each individually to as being great at it makes the best things not difficult, makes them interesting, but they're very simplistic when you break them down. And what I loved about that clip was the heartbeat. No matter what you're going through, that heartbeat has carried you through everything. That's the same heartbeat that was there when the adrenaline was making it go like this. It's the same heartbeat that when, something scared us or whatever, and it was boom, 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 boom. It's the same heartbeat from beginning to end. And I just love it because, we rode into this journey in this vehicle. We'll ride out in the same vehicle. And that heartbeat is the gas pedal. It's the thing that keeps this vehicle moving forward. So all of us are every day we wake up, we're proof that resilience is with us. So thank you all for that. So it's time to get started. We're going to do like 5 minutes for each one so that we can all come back together. And I wanted, Tracy, you have your show today?
Yes.
We're going to let you go first then.
Okay.
Others, Oracle, Jamie, Tim, hang out backstage, eat all the free food you can find, and we'll be right back with you guys. Tracy, you're up.
All right. So we've been talking about.
I'm going to dip out and let you go with it, okay?
Okay, sounds good. So, hello, everybody. We have been talking about resilience today, and I just want to talk about the experience that I had when I went to Florida to speak at an event. And I want to talk about the things leading up to it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, for me, the word resilience meant, that pow, that punch, that get up and fight. However, during this whole experience in Florida, it was much different for me there. So I'll give you my quick story with the 3 things that happened prior to the event. So the first one was I couldn't get my hair done while I was in North Carolina. And so I went to purchase a wig and I did not like the wig. Okay. So I decided that for my plane ride, I was going to research salons in Florida. I found one. I went there as soon as I got my rental car, went there as soon as I got off the plane and went to the salon, and the young lady took me and she did my hair and I loved it, changed my energy completely. I wasn't frustrated anymore. But what I want to mention about that resilience piece of it was, for me, it was just trusting, really trusting the journey that I was about to expend on there in Florida. So it was just trusting. So that is pulling up the picture. Yep. So you see me on the plane with the wig on, just not my style, not me at all. So I decided to do my research and went and got a ponytail. And that just made me feel so much better. So that was part of my resilience journey. And then I was on my way that Friday evening before the event to go meet all of the speakers at the visionary's house. We were going to come together and just commune before the big day. And I got a flat tire on the road in the rental car. I had rented a car from Turo. So, if you know anything about Turo, these are personal cars that you rent. And I got a flat tire. So I'm on the highway. I'm on 95 North. I had just passed an exit, did not know where I was because I'm not from Florida, of course. So I'm just looking on the navigation, call AAA, trying to figure out where I am. Anyway, I wasn't nervous. Even when the tire popped, I still felt like I was covered and I was swaying across the highway, but there was no one to the left and no one to the right. So that trusting and that faith was there, that resilience was there during this whole time. I sat on the side of the road, called my cousin that lived in Florida, lived in that area, and we just talked while I was waiting. I was waiting for AAA to come. Lo and behold, Florida has guys that come out to the highway to see if people are broken down. And the young man who started talking to me came before AAA. He's speaking to me, and my cousin said, ask him if his name is Josh, just by his voice. He said, yes. My cousin said, you're going to be fine. He's a great guy. Again, that covering and that trusting and that faith and that resilience, just to sit there in that moment. I was calm. I had my family on the phone. I had the music on. No big deal. So that was the great part of it too. And then I went the next morning before the event to get that particular tire change, met an older man who I felt like I had known all of my life. It was almost like he was my grandfather. And the conversation that I had with this man just about the world and things that are happening in life, and it was beautiful. So it was like just a beautiful harmony of things that were happening and people that I was supposed to meet before the particular event even took place. So that resilience and that trusting, I want to talk about that trusting and that covering in those moments. I felt protected every time, each and every time, from the salon to sitting out on the highway to meeting the man to change the tire. I just felt covered, and I felt like I was meant to be where I was in those moments to meet those beautiful people that I met. So that is my resilience story prior to even speaking at the event. And then the event itself was amazing, but just to pay attention to the experiences that happen along the way and know that, those things are for you, and trust the moments and trust the journey and be grateful for everything that happens.
Wow. Beautiful story, Tracy.
Thank you.
Very powerful. So what if you had to list one thing, point out one thing that you learned from that experience about yourself that you possibly didn't even know, what do you think that would be?
I think really just tapping into that faith more than ever, honestly.
That's there
Yeah.
it is. I'm telling you, I was going through this week too. It's like a mantra moving through my spirit. I keep hearing other, greater than keeps telling me, because I'm a little get in my head when I'm going through the lines for this show and stuff. I've never done it. And I keep hearing, just trust.
Yeah.
Just trust.
Yeah.
Just trust and faith. They click together like a seatbelt
Yeah.
to hold us in place. And
Yeah.
so, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
And as you know, from that particular, that week, that whole weekend, I was just thinking, I'm usually traveling like either with my bestie or with my little brother Prince, and that didn't happen for that particular weekend. But I was made to trust in that moment too, without the people that are normally there for me, right? So I had to trust that moment being by myself too, and it was great. It was amazing.
Wow. Awesome stuff. All right. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Powerful stuff. Okay, we're gonna get let me see. Let's get Tim Chung up in here next. Tracy, I'm gonna try to get everybody back before you go, but if you're still here, we'll bring you back for the recap. And if not, we'll see you next month. Tell everybody where they can find you. As far as your shows, you have 2 of them, and then we'll drop those links in at the end of the broadcast. Go ahead.
Absolutely. So everybody, for today, you can find me on The Whole Living Show right here on Facebook on The Whole Living Show page at 10 a.m. Eastern. So right after Bathrobe Moments, come on over to The Whole Living Show. Or you can find me on Fem Talk on Tuesday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you'll have a lot of fun on that show as well. And I do that show with 3 other beautiful ladies.
Sure do. All right, Tracy. Again, thank you. Great stuff. Great stuff. Thank you so much. Tim. Now he's muted. And
I'm muted.
There.
But I'm back.
And you guys, I apologize. We have like 3 different internet things that, how they have codes for and the one that's supposed to be for all of this stuff just disappeared, and it's on some other one. So my tech guy's supposed to come over the weekend. I won't be here. But anyway, if you're getting a little jumpy stuff, that's not them, that's me. So I apologize. Tim, what do you got today?
Yeah, I got a lot of things for you guys today, but I'll keep it short and simple. when it comes to resilience, it means a lot to me personally because it consistently shows up within my life. And I've noticed as a coach and a leader that we all go through some sorts of resilience in our own lives because there is life that happens. There's those beautiful, miraculous moments of the highs. There's the lows that get a little bit darker and confusing. And I want us to kind of take a step back and realize that rather than there's a good and a bad, it's the human experience. We have to appreciate the highs and the lows in order for the highs to be highs and the lows to be lows. And like while life can sometimes be beautiful, effortless, and like we do really well for a bit, and we believe we can do anything, and we can get so close to everything we think we want and we think we deserve and all that stuff, life can hit hard and we can crash down. And just like a roller coaster, like I said, we can be screaming our heads off down, and um, our gut kind of sinks when that happens. We think, I finally got to a good place. Why is this kind of coming crashing down again? Or what is going on? And we get to the bottom thinking, oh man, we have to go up again. Why go up when we're just going to come crashing down again? And we get through these thoughts. And I know that I've been there myself as well. And it does come up no matter how high I get. And what's super important to remember is the resilience that we're talking about, is that the ride is so much more worth it when we continue to keep going, no matter what twists and turns come ahead, no matter what spiral comes in the roller coaster or another crash coming down, regardless of any of that, the beauty of the ride up, the process of pushing forward and being able to see the views from the top is worth any crash that can happen. And while we're down there, it's it's an interesting time, but it really shows the strength that we do carry within ourselves and what we're able to actually do. And if like hear me when I say this. So some like if you're possibly in a down right now and you need a little bit more resilience, you need a little bit more of like, hey, let's get back on the wagon. Like believe in your greatest vision. Never get off the ride.
Never.
Yes.
You know a little bit about this. I know for a fact. I want to ask you, how resilient was this guy?
Me at Super H Mart. He was not resilient, and eventually he's known to build that resilience. But like as much as I'm sitting down eating with food, that food was temporarily joy. I was trying to run away from the way I felt and the down I was in.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, tell him real quick, Tim. I brought that up on purpose. That is in fact Tim Chung in the photo.
Okay.
And he was going through, this was one of the most tenuous moments within your journey. Yes or no?
Yes,
real
definitely.
quick, tell people what was going on in your world.
Yeah, so around this time, so I would probably be the opposite of the happiness guru that Lauren always calls me. I had long emo hair covering my face. At one point, it was covering all of my face, and then the back of my hair went all the way down to my shoulders. I had a lip ring, and I was at a point where I was skipping a lot of school, about to drop out, and growing up, having a pastor as a father, I did a lot of service work and saw a lot of evil in the world, corruption. There was a lot of things where I'm like, oh my goodness, like there's so much out there that so many people are just ignoring, not seeing, not talking about. Everything's being all fluffy and covered up. And back then, when the internet was newer, I asked Jeeves a lot of questions, and this was before Google. And I was like, typing in like
remember
homelessness,
asking
human
Jeeves.
trafficking, all these things. Yeah, asking Jeeves.
That's so funny. The
But then like
butler.
my heart would sink deeper, and then I remember going into a low where it's just like not only my life was very low, but the state of the whole world was low, and I could talk about confirmation bias and like these different things our mind does, but I was finding evidence of only the bad, and it made me want to get off the ride of the roller coaster, which we can never ever do,
Right.
especially until we see the full picture, until we've seen the ups, until we've seen the beauty of life that has been like given to us, and like the like how lucky we are just being here. So yeah,
And
never give up.
never give up. Beautiful. Thank you, Tim. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for going back down that road and sharing that with us. Great stuff. Anything you want to tell people? Where can they find you to see what's going on in all things Tim Chung? What's the best place to go to?
Yeah, best place is my Instagram. It's just Mr. Tim Chung, Mr. Tim Chung. Type that in. You can even type it in Google. Some pictures will pop up. You'll be able to find me. And
Well,
yeah, that's
excuse
where I'm the
me,
most active.
Mr. Man. That's from one of our shows. I have a mug with that on it. It's so funny. Okay, Tim, wonderful stuff. Hang out backstage. Bring you back in for the recap. Up next, you guys, here she comes. Badass. I'm every effing thing. Jamie. Jamie, what you got for us today? Besides the
All right. So I thought it was interesting, the word resilient. So here's my thing. If you're using the word resilient in the aspect of, oh my gosh, I must come back from this. I have to go. I'm so resilient. Stop. I believe you're in a self-induced trauma if you're continuously feeling like you have to bounce back from something. I don't think it's something you have to look at as something you have to overcome or bounce back from, as opposed to something that's life and that you get through. So if you're using that word frequently, look at it and say, okay, what is going on in life, right? That's making me do this over and over. If you're unwilling to shift your mindset from the resilient, I got to keep bouncing back, but here I am, and you aren't taking any new actions, right? You're consuming the same things, you're doing the same things, you're reading the same things. You're not doing anything different than you ever have before. You're going to stay exactly where you're at. So you're the only one who can be truthful with yourself and say, oh my gosh, I am constantly saying, I'm going to bounce back. I submit, if we remove that connotation that you have to keep going back from something, take a look at the way you're using words. I'm going to tie this all in. Use words for what they were meant for which they were intended. If you're consistently using the word resilience, you're telling your brain, you're telling yourself over and over and over again that these things that are just happening in life are something to bounce back from. You're getting confused, right? Your brain is playing tricks on you. So just realize there are going to be things in life. So if you're feeling stressed in life, you're like, I'm always bouncing back. Take a step back. You need a mindset shift. Stop doing the same things you're doing. Realize that things that you go through life, just something you got to get through. All right. So I would suggest, health, number one. How are you nourishing your body? Whatever you're feeding your mind, you're feeding your gut. These two things are connected. Seriously, get back to basics, ASAP, as simple as possible. What can you do right now? If you're saying that you're always bouncing back, you are in trauma. What can you do right now to help your mind and your body? That's what you need to do. Be willing to do new things. Mindset shift. Nothing's going to be any different if you keep doing it. And choose your words. Use words for which they were intended.
Man, that's some good ass weed you got. Because everybody. I was watching the other experts backstage, and you're just, man, Jamie, I just love that about you. You just deliver. It's like you throw your content like I threw spaghetti last night to see if it was finished, against the wall, and it just sticks. It just sticks. Bravo, bravo. Thank you so much for that. And wow, what's coming up? What's going on? Anything we need to know about? And where can people go and peek into the world, part the curtain, if you will, to see further into the world of Jamie Lane?
Yes, please. Jamie Lane, come find me. Just go to Facebook and go, or formerly known as Facebook, and say Jamie Lane, JAIMELAINE, Jamie Lane, and see what's coming up. I do have some books coming up. It's funny. People keep saying, "What's your message? What do you do? What do you want to say?" Look, as a philosopher, an innovator, an author, a woman, a designer, a creator, I have so much to say. Yeah, nudist. I have so much to say, and I want you to hear it. It's going to be coming out in my books. It's going to be coming out in my reels. Right now, you can view my reels every single day. I'm starting to do more things. Everything that I've worked for this past year, the railroad tracks, they are laying down like tracks, and they are all getting laid down.
Yes, they are. I can attest to that. Yes, indeed. Yay. I see the experts clapping backstage and supporting, and I know they are at home too. We've got Jamie, hang out. We're going to do the recap here in just a few. Up next, we have got the Oracle. Oracle, take it. What's going on? What do you got for us about?
It's so interesting that we're talking about this topic. I was just invited on Sunday to do a talk at the Circle of Miracles, which was phenomenal because I love speaking. And so we talked a lot about trust. And it's so interesting. This whole thing is so interesting. We didn't know what this topic was last night, and it came to us this morning. But I feel like as I started to pack my car up and come on this journey, I think I've been on the road a month now, something like that. And each bag was heavy, and I felt like my body was just dragging, and I procrastinated to the last moment to pack up my car. And as soon as I started driving, I prayed in my car and I asked for protection on all its parts and things. And I cried. And there is actually a video on Instagram that I posted, but I literally cried the entire 10 hours of my drive in spurts. And there was so much release and so much acceptance at the same time, because to not be able to have what I felt like was my freedom, my license being taken away, and being dependent on other people for literally every aspect of my life. It was like, wow, this is all in my lap now as a single individual person. And when I finally arrived to my destination, I had a big exhale, and it was like, that was easy. And then I caught myself and I said, no, it wasn't easy. It was eased. There was ease. There was support. There was grace. That was a blessing. It wasn't easy. It was ease. And I try to live my life now. I used to be like, oh, well, when something's difficult, I felt like that merited the strongest reward because I did so much to get there. But now it's not. Now my reward is when there's something in ease. Now I celebrate when I'm in ease. So this is why I don't really use this word resilience anymore, because I don't want to be resilient. Because resilience limits me, because it says that there is a breaking point in that word. And I've had this talk with my coach before. There's a breaking point in that word. Up to a certain point, you can be resilient. And I want to be unstoppable. I want to be so effortless that I go with so much flow and ease that is the excitement. That is the journey, and not the mental stories that I'm putting on my world. So for me, resilience is just being able to recognize that seed that is being planted, it's planted and not buried, even though there's darkness, even though there's weights, even though there's pressure on that seed, that is actually planted and not just buried. And that knowing that within that ease, that it will soon rise and reach its destination, which is the sun. So I feel like that is my goal right now, is just to be in ease.
I love that. And you're absolutely right. I was thinking about what you were saying about, I don't want to be resilient. And then I got the download of, exactly. because if we use that word, like Jamie said, I love that. It makes just in this hour, I've changed my entire mindset regarding this word, which is most likely why it's on the post-it note and came through. Because a lot of times you all don't understand. I'm being refreshed. I'm being renewed. I'm being revived right along with you. And so I don't want to miss my own blessing, but I just heard they're right. Because when resilience is should be there, so that it's an insurance policy. But don't take it and lead with it, because then you'll have a Morse code mindset. Like it should start and stop, ... dash, ... dash. And we all know the best way to get from point A to point B is a straight line. Straight line. So I'm gonna bring Tim and Jamie back in. Thank you, Oracle. Great stuff. And get your cards ready if you have them. Do you?
Yes, I do have my cards.
Let's bring them back. I want to find out from Tracy's off to do her show, the whole living show. She'll be back next month. Or you can pop over right after we're done here and watch the whole living show on Facebook or E360 or a number of other platforms. But before, let's round up. We got 15 minutes or so. Tim, Jamie, and you guys out there, we all love the angel numbers. Anybody there want to find out anything from Oracle? Let's start with the two experts. Tim, anything you want to ask? We've never done this. Tim, anything you want to ask the Oracle?
Ooh.
Ask the Oracle.
Well, that sounds like a show type.
Oh, you don't even have to ask me, Tim. I already know.
Oh.
Okay. Bring it in.
She's the Oracle.
Yep.
All
yes.
right.
Good job.
I'm here to receive.
Yeah, so Tim, you're in a 10 phase. That means you have worked successfully towards concluding something in this moment. The wheel of fortune is upright for you. So there's a beautiful ending here that you've worked towards, because this is a time for positive change for you. Something suddenly is moving forward that was still or stagnant or slowed down, and fortune is on your side, my friend.
And not just a fortune cookie. Because
no, not just fortune cookie.
Because he's a big leader in the what's the name of that company?
Panda Express world.
Panda Express, right. So let me tell you something. Y'all have not lived until you've seen Tim Chung in his Panda Express baseball cap. Oh my goodness, it's the best thing ever. You got one there, Tim?
I do, somewhere around here.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Bring it next time.
Okay, I will.
I love it. It makes me happy. What about Jamie? Do you see or feel anything? Anything come through for her?
Jamie, you got a question?
Oh, I don't think so. I can't think of anything.
Okay, so you, my friend, are in a position that there's multiple options of something that you're procrastinating, stopping, or halting around. It's kind of like a stalemate, but there's an opportunity to make a wise choice. So don't pretend that there's no problem, because you know you have to make this decision, but whichever one is the one that has the highest amount of joy is the one that needs to lead you right now. But there's something here that needs to fall into place, and it's just like, no, I don't want to pay attention to that. I don't want to think about that. But we got to focus in on all of them and make sure that the one that brings us closest to joy. That one's for you, Jamie.
Beard distracts me.
Beard?
He distracts me.
What? He's your soulmate.
I know.
What did you just point at? Your cooter?
You know what she just pointed at.
Your cooter coo?
It's my cooter for my scooter.
Oh my goodness. See, I told y'all. That's what we love.
He distracts. He makes me love drunk.
Oh, I love that term. Love drunk. Okay. Better than being
intoxicates me.
Well, that's what it's supposed to do.
I'm not used to that.
Well, we can't get lost in another person as well. We need to make sure that we're keeping our habits and our independence as well.
I am, girl.
Okay,
Oracle. Miss Aline Monique says,
of course.
Rather, do you have anything for me?
Yes, and part of that is
she has her first big event coming up on August 1st.
That's right.
The Silent Fight here in Chicago. I'll be in attendance. Tim, we hope to get you there too. August 1st.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. What do you got?
She got the 6 of Earth. And mind you, this year's a 6th year. So this is time, money, and effort, but given to you as gifts, which is very interesting because you're hosting this event. new career opportunities, and receiving a loan and paying off debts for you. So there's a lot of balance falling into place for you right now.
All right. That's some good news. Debt falling off. I'm going to choose someone that's here. Say hello. Oh, there's my good friend. And also one of your, because we all coach together here. Here's one of our brothers in the coaching program and in life in general, Gabriel Klingman. Thank you, Gabriel. I love this hat as well. So, what do you got for Gabriel? He's doing big things and going big places. What do you got for him this week?
Gabriel, you have a cat totem around you. So either you're actually getting a cat, you own a cat, or there's just cat spirit around you. Cat spirit is all about going within, as well as going into your shadow, exploring your deepest sense of self. And this energy here is saying it's time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, and a guardian angel's around you, but it's definitely cat energy. So don't allow yourself to get distracted. And I want to just say focus, focus, focus. So whatever it is that
He's
thing
the
that
meow.
Robert.
So whatever it is, this thing that is slowing you down or you're procrastinating towards, you get it done. Get her done. If you get the hardest thing done first, everything else is effortless.
There you go. Let's head over really quickly. And I'm interested. You guys get ready. Put it in the comments. Angel numbers. Mine. 444-222.
Yes. Those are your building, your communion, soulmates of all forms coming in. These are numbers that elicit the energy of unity. Those numbers are very strong numbers for sure.
Anybody? Tim, Jamie, have you guys been seeing any numbers? And explain what angel numbers are. Some people out there, I'm just assuming everyone knows, but I didn't know what they were until I kept getting the number. I had it. It was my address, 1444. I joined a new health club and my locker was 44. Then I bought a chain to lock my bike up, and the combination was 1414. And I was like, what is this? And then I started learning about it, and here we are. So explain to people what that means, Oracle, when they start seeing these numbers. It's not coincidence.
No, it's definitely not coincidence. So there is a structure called numerology. I'm not a numerologist, but there is a structure called numerology. And the idea behind is that each number has its own vibrational frequency, which elicits a number. It's basically like the way that the divine speaks to you. And they don't just do it in numbers. You'll start to see patterns in your life that you're like, oh, I've heard this song 5 times, but only that message. Or I saw this billboard and that one word sticks out to me over and over. Or you walk by someone and you're hearing a conversation that you've recently just had. And this is to catch your attention because there's something here that might be overlooked or that you're trying to process or move through. So the divine is trying to catch your attention to bring you a message of hope, inspiration, and hopefully to lift you up wherever you are at in your path at the moment.
Awesome. I just had a download while you were talking, Oracle, and it applies to all of us. It's a blanket theme, if you will. And this is what I saw. This represents all of us where we're at right now. And if you've ever watched like a diving competition, how the diver will be back at the back of the board and then they go up and one leg goes up as they do the bounce. That's where we all are, getting ready, because that's how you get to come up and do whatever it is you're going to execute so you can hit the water with no splash. And so I want to, if we could, I'm going to put something up that I just learned in the last couple months, thanks to my great friend. Shout out to Joy Willette Cooper. She's my NLP coach out in California. And she told me, she goes, Lauren, when it comes to struggling on a decision, this is because I was working up some content on the difference between decision and choice. A lot of people think it's the same thing, but it's not. When we come to a fork in the road, which there are multiples, not just two, it could be multiples, left or right, up or down, corner or corner. That's the choice. Those are the choices. But the decision is what we have to come to on which one we're going to go through. And so She says, you don't have to make it so difficult, Lauren. And she told me, I've done this before on here. I want you guys, somebody may not have seen it, and it works. Healthy, unhealthy. You write it on a piece of paper in block letters. And if you're, whatever you're considering, say it, speak it, and then look at this. I'm telling you, it works. Your mind, you will go directly to which category what you're thinking falls under. So if you're thinking, should I call that old boyfriend or girlfriend who you know damn well never served you and ain't planning on serving you, you're going to go to unhealthy. If you're like, I'm scared to do this thing because I've never done it, is it for me? I did this the other day because all of a sudden, here we go. None of the flight, I couldn't find any flight to Cincinnati for this weekend. Frontier didn't go, Southwest didn't go. American Airlines wanted the same amount of my points, those frequent flyer points, as to go to Brazil, to go an hour flight to Ohio from Chicago. I was like, y'all ain't getting 75,000 points. So I was like, and I don't want to drive, but because I thought, the gas. And I said, well, if I drive, is that a bad idea? And I went to healthy. And I was like, well, that's what it was about. I was blocked from the things that weren't supposed to be and led to the thing that was. So let's talk about that if we could. What do you guys, what do you do? Let's go around the circle and you guys chime in as well. We got about 2 minutes left real quick. Oracle, what's your process when you're trying to decide if something is for you or not?
I like to use the word sustainable and unsustainable, because I don't ever want to put something in myself that says unhealthy, because then it's convincing me that there's something I have to change. And when we have something that we have to change, it's creating its own block all by itself. So sustainable and unsustainable, but same process. I actually just made a post that you liked yesterday where I said, if you feel like you're worried about something or there's angst in your life, say it out loud. I have used 2 hours of my life force energy on being in angst. And then when you look at the scope of your life, it's just like, whoa, I just gave away 2 hours of my life. I just gave away 2 hours of my life. Is reframing time for me is what I choose to answer that question with.
I love that, reframing time. Tim.
Yes, I always go straight to the logical and also the spiritual. So I use does this make sense? Like, can I understand what the differences, the pros and cons, what makes sense in this current situation, and then also the intuition portion of it. How can I what is coming through me? What's meant to be my path? I think I cut off for a second. Am I all good?
No, you're good.
Oh,
you're here.
You're good.
Tim. That's the middle of nowhere internet for you. But yeah, intuition. What's flowing through me? What's the direction? There's a lot of power within that, and if you're able to tap into it more and use it like a muscle, you know which is the right answer.
There you go. Beautiful. Jamie, wrap it up.
Heal healthy. Heal thyself. Do it for yourself. Anything
that came out in our session.
Yes, it did. Heal thy. Yep. Anything that nourishes your DNA. Bioengineered products do not nourish your DNA. Fear does not nourish your DNA. All right. So anything that you do to heal yourself, nourish yourself, what is truly going to nourish your mind, body, and soul.
There you go. Listen, experts, what a great time we've had today. I can't wait. I'm going to look into August. How's August 17th? That's the middle Wednesday in the month. Good for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wednesdays are always good. Double show for me. Come join me tonight, 7 p.m. Shout out to myself.
There we go. There you go. Experts, put it on. It's on the calendar. You guys heard it. We'll let you know as we get out of here. 1 minute left. I want to thank you guys for all being here. Remember, tomorrow and Thursday will be reruns. So still be great content. But please send me traveling mercies. Send some light and anything positive my way as I move out to try something I've never done with this television series. God is good. God is good all the time. Listen, and for all of you out there, don't forget Monday, come in and join us. Jeanette Ramos, who's also one of our coaching family members. You're going to hear how this woman has manifested. She just received a $200,000 donation from the city of Camden to help her find this, to get this $12 million campus that she wants. 7 months ago, her nonprofit was just a dream, was not on paper, didn't even have a name. And today she's this close to moving to a campus worth millions of dollars. We're going to find out how she did this, how she is considered, why she's considered, in my opinion, a master manifester. That's Jeanette Ramos is coming Monday, and we have a great week ahead of us. As always, get out there today and every day. Get up and just be the best you can be. Don't worry about it. When the moment your eyes open, you're already great. Take one E and one R and take great to greater, bright to brighter, strong to stronger, and nice to nicer. Thank you, experts. I wouldn't be who I am without you. I love you all, and we love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Go out and be the best. Bye-bye, everybody.
Ciao.
Thank you so much.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it?